Riley, Harrison, cross kick again. It's worked for them once already in this game, and Scarratt climbs high, leaping like a gazelle.
So Emily Scarratt, what made you want to first start playing rugby?
It's a good question. I first went along when my brother went along, so he's 3 years older than me. Dad just took him down for the first time. We stood on the sidelines basically, and one of the coaches were like, "Oh, do you want to come and have a run around?" Did, and then apparently I was just like, "Can I go back?" I really enjoyed that, and then it was kind of, Joe kept playing rugby, but it was then kind of my thing, and he kind of stopped and went and did other things, and yeah, just loved it. I knew there was something about it. But obviously at 5 years old, the memories aren't particularly vivid. But yeah, there's loads of photographs and stuff. And from what my parents have told me, I just loved it. Still do love it, hence why I'm still here.
Emily Scarratt with an opportunity to put England in front for the first time in this match. And she's nailed it.
What was that like for you when you got that first phone call, first email, how did it come through?
Yeah, it was a weird one actually. So I just finished my A-levels, gone on that typical first holiday with your friends when you're 18. You're about to all go off to uni, so you're off having a lovely time somewhere hot. And then Streety was that rang me. I think I answered the phone probably a little bit tired, as you do on those kind of holidays. And he just kind of asked, we'd love to select you. Would you like to come and play in the Nations Cup as it was back then? And I was like, yes, I would love to. But then all of a sudden I was like, flipping heck, I need to sort myself out. Went straight down to the hotel reception to see if they had a gym there, because I had no concept if they did or not at that point. But yeah, it was an amazing phone call to receive. Timing obviously wasn't ideal, but yeah, it was cool. It was very cool.
I know you've had lots and lots of highs in your career, but the one that stands out is France 2014. What's it like waking up in the morning of a World Cup final?
Yeah, it's a really weird one to kind of try and quantify and explain. I think at the time you're in a place where you're like convincing yourself it's just another game. It's no different to any of the others. But at the other side of your head, flipping out, this is big. I think we felt the pressure a little bit. I know the overwhelming feeling, final whistle, was like relief rather than pure elation. Obviously that was there as well, but it was kind of that, thank God we've done it type feeling. So yeah, I think it was just about keeping your head down, sticking to process, all of the boring stuff that your coaches always bang on about, and just trying not to think too much about the enormity of the challenge.
And then from that feeling to, I guess, the elation of scoring in a World Cup final. There are very, very few people who get to do that in a winning World Cup. So kind of when you think back of that and you watch the footage, what goes through your head? Yeah,
it's not something I watch back too often, if I'm honest, but I remember we'd kicked to the line out. Berth and I were having this conversation in the middle, and all of a sudden the ball was coming, and we hadn't really even called what we were about to do. We weren't set, we weren't ready, which I know isn't an ideal story to be telling, but that was the truth of it. And I think Katie just hit me, and it was just one of those moments where you're like, right, well, let's go see what we can do. We're not in the best position set up for this, so let's go and see what happens. And I suppose luckily for me, managed to break a few tackles and step some. And Laura Keats still to this day claims that she was on my inside and I should have passed it to her, but I'm not so sure. But yeah, amazing feeling. I think for me, the overriding feeling of scoring that try was just the reaction from obviously the crowd there and all of the other girls, because I think at that point we probably knew that, barring any real disasters and dramas, that was probably it. So to see the elation and the celebrations from that was pretty awesome.
England are the world champions of 2014.
I was doing my research on Emily Scarratt, and I found one interview which says you have a bit of black coal from your grandad that you carry around. Is that something you still do?
Where have you found that?
Wow.
Yeah, so my my granddad gave me a piece of black coal years ago. He told me it was lucky, or it meant good luck, or something like that. He found it on the farm. So yeah, I just believed what he said. I hope it wasn't lying. I still have it. So I have like this little kind of tin that's got a few like special bits in it, and that's one of them. I used to take, he must have given me it a long time ago, because I used to take it to all of my exams with me. I remember putting it in my jean pocket, taking it to my exams and stuff. So yeah, it comes everywhere with me. It's pretty special to me.
Done all right so far?
Yeah, it's not done too bad, is it?